EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams fighting for one berth in Super Bowl 55 in Tampa. Let's do it. It's NFC Championship time. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On first down, Watson. And Kittle catching the slant. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 33 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, 49ers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
At the 23-yard line.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. There's Mostert. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
Their own 32-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down and 4. Wilson going for Metcalf, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A game there of 30 big ones.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Javon Kinlaw busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. His kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. On 1st and 10, Watson. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The 43-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be fourth down. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
Number 31.
Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
At the 45-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
Now Watson on 3rd down. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Here's Watson. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, it's Watson. Lets it go for Nelson. The ball popped in the air, and I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave him 2 points for his team.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 55 yards. And the 49ers move back within a couple of the lead. So much talk this week on the other side about slowing him down coming off that great performance. NFC Offensive Player of the Week last week, but long touchdown run there, nobody was stopping it.
Yeah, good luck for that because that was an explosive run. You know, in the NFL, they describe that as any run over 10 yards. Some teams say 15. He went over 20-plus on that one.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And this is now a one-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Throwing again here, Wilson. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like...
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Watson. Steps away to his left. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
On the tackle.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Carlos Dunlap. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Third and long. It's Watson.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
It's caught. Nelson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
Back to the running game with Mostert.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. Dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now fourth down. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This a 33-yard attempt. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that'll get the lead down to 5. 17. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Kinlaw able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Don't get nervous. 552, 552. Watch the screen, watch the screen. One left.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Forced out to his left. Found his target. It's Anderson. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
The kick is good.
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
1st down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Switch.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Watson's
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship, as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
They need a stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Check 24, check 24, check 24.
Third and long, it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run it and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number one was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
They certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Carson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
3-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Check, 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 check. 14, 14. Go.
Again, Wilson. Flush to his right, and he's got it complete to Anderson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. To throw again is Wilson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
Yeah, and I was just about to remark how control of the game they were here in this third quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They run it with Carson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On third down, Carson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
1 yard gain brings up second.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Good track. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Here's Carson. And he stopped immediately there.
Chris Carson, the ball
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
The play brings up 3rd down and 9.
95.
Now Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And less than a yard.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll run for it with Penny. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Rashad Penny unable to get there. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Turnover on downs.
Reset.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the fourth down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. True. So when you throw your hand up...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Watson flushed out right. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
First down, 49ers.
Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Damon Arnett up to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run the draw with Mostert. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Once again, it's Mostert. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Here's Mostert. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He's back to throw. A pass underneath for Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Throwing now is Wilson. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here. Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Down at the 45-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. Tonight,
this was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.